Hello everybody and welcome back to Season 45 of the Pichu London Cup Series. Today we're here at Watkins Glen International for the running of the Go Bowling at the Glen. It is the last race before our regular season finale at Daytona and is our second straight road course event, but we could still see another unexpected winner out of here at Watkins Glen International, and it could bump out a race winner out of the playoffs before we get to the finale. So things are going to be a lot more fun here at the Glen. And starting on the pole in this race will be the number 9 car of Nathan Ormond, and alongside him will be the 11 car of Samet Ozkan. Well, row 2 we will have Allison Rain and Quentin Moore. And row 3 is Isaiah Bernash and Austin Stitzel. Row 4 with George Rourke and Connor Breton. And in row 5 is JP Lataro and James Richardson. And here's how the rest of the field will line up in today's race. There'll be some guest drivers today with Leah Walker now in the 26 entry. She ran the 27, I believe the 27 entry last weekend. And now they're swapping numbers with Luke Walker and in the same team, and there is Luke Walker in the number 27, and he'll be running at this road course race again. I think this is the third race in a row he's run in the series. So Daniel Coffey will be filling in the number 3 this weekend, so it's the return of Daniel Coffey in the number 3 here at the Glen. And another notable driver, we're going to look out for this driver, the 91 car. It'll be Pichu driving the project number 91 entry for the Trackhouse team. So Pichu's running in the 91, representing the Trackhouse organization. So great to have him back on board at his home track. So last weekend we were at Indianapolis, and the winner was Alexander Rowe, and he starts in the back here today, but he dominated the race at Indy on the road course and took the lead early on and didn't look back. And Rowe is a winner, and he made his way to the playoffs. That means all the spots are filled in by race winners in Season 45, so the pressure is on to make the playoffs on 1 or 2 wins this season. It's going to get more intense as we're about to take you trackside. The cars will roll off the track very soon. And the cars are going to roll off the track right now as we're about to get 45 laps in here at the Glen. And looks like the 43 Claire Richardson off to a not so great start for the team, and she'll have to go to pit road before the green flag waves. So a tough break for that 43 team, off to a terrible start here in this race. It'll be Nathan Ormond on the front row with Samet Ozkan, as they'll be taking the green flag here in the Go Bowling at the Glen as we're about to get underway here in Finger Lakes country. As the green flag waves at Watkins Glen International, we are underway in race number 25. Oh, Rain spins! Rain spins, the 48 spins, one other car spins, that's the 14 Rafael Meka, and Rain got loose, and now a couple more cars are turning around. And there's Casey Hoyt, there's Pichu spinning, they're almost 3 wide in the middle pack, but are able to continue. Big spin on the first lap of the race. No surprise that the yellow had to come out for that one, a big one right off the bat. Couple cars already around in the first lap of the race. Oh no, more cars are spinning. Zachary Fitzwater is upside down, and he took out a couple cars in the field as well. Hard crash in the S's in the 4 of Zach Fitzwater as he goes around. They'll race back to the caution as Nathan Ormond is going to be your leader. And here comes Bernash. Let's see if he takes the position from Connor Breton before we take the caution. And oh, another car around. The one car just went around. Oh my gosh. Wow, we had like 3 crashes on that first lap alone. Holy cow. This race is going to be something. Oh my goodness. I mean, Richard Morphy just went around. The one car spins. And they were racing back to the caution. Disaster strikes for the one. A lot of cars wrecking each other out here to get into the playoffs. They're all battling to make the playoffs on the race win. It's getting real intense here in these next couple of laps here at the Glen. Back to the restart between Samet Ozkan and Nathan Ormond as we're about to get the green flag again as Rafael Maycott is out of the race. We are back to green at Watkins Glen. See what happens on this restart. This time they were clean. This time they were able to get through without crashing into the tough S-curves, which are very tight, are known to prone to wrecks. But right now they're clean. They're good so far. So right off the bat, Samet Ozkan had a better jump and is your new leader. And now behind him is Nathan Ormond into the S's, where we had another one of the wrecks earlier in this race. One of the first wrecks we had in this entire race. There were like 3 spins in the first lap alone, and you could tell that these guys are fighting hard to make the playoffs on a win. There's the 11 car, Samet Ozkan, trying to hang on to the lead on the 9 of Nathan Ormond. Ormond right on the bumper of the 11 car. Can he make a move down into turn 1? Just can't quite get there. He just can't quite make that move yet. But here comes Leah Walker going for a position. Gonna try to make the pass on James Richardson. And it's for a top 10 spot. I believe this might be for a top 10 spot here. And 26 trying to clear the 6 car. Trying to clear James Richardson and get the position. And a caution is out. We have another yellow flag out. And there's a big crash with Casey Hoyt upside down. And they'll race it back to the caution flag for the second time today, as Samet Ozkan is hanging on to the lead. But Casey Hoyt had a hard crash out of the uphill turns. And Quinn Moore has just moved up to 3rd place. So Quinn Moore now 3rd, as looks like Ozkan and Ormond are going to battle for the lead as they head to the yellow. In the corner, let's see who's got the lead. Ozkan hanging on, and it looks like he will hang on to the lead, racing back to the caution. Lataro trying to make the pass on Bernash before the yellow, but looks like Bernash is going to keep his position under caution. We saw Casey Hoyt go upside down, a hard crash on the S-curve right here. 3 wide, and oh boy, hard hit. And I think Mitch Barrier was among the drivers involved. Yeah, Mitch Barrier was among one of them involved, and that was just not the race he needed to make the playoffs. He knows he needs to win to get in. He is the highest driver in points currently without a race win. He knows that he needs to win to get in at this point, and he can't rely on points anymore. So, this will not help out his chances to make the playoffs in the slightest. So the drivers are heading to pit road now under caution, but JP Lataro is going to stay out as the leader, and so will Leah Walker. So they're going on different strategies. On to pit road, in terms of pit stops, but JP Lataro will lead the front row with Leah Walker. Samet Ozkan had a pretty good pit stop in row 2, and looks like the 9 car might have lost some positions on pit road as he's down below, outside probably top 5 now. So tough break for that 9, but they're looking to rebound here on the restart. As here we go again. Green flag will fly once more as Leia Walker and JP Lataro will share the front row as we're back to green. This time the 10 car with a good start. Bottom does get the better start here in turn 1. Here comes Breton down the bottom. He's going for the lead. What a start for the 23. Connor Breen didn't get the lead. He got brief glimpses of the lead, but he is going side by side for second. But Leia Walker is able to hold on. I mean, the 23 got off to probably a better restart than the front row had. And now there's a big crash behind them. Casey Hoyt flips again. That is the second time today he's gone upside down. Wow, the 47 has had a really tough day here at Watkins Glen. Second time he has been upside down. I don't know if there was any other driver that has ever been upside down twice in one race in the same race. I don't think that's ever happened before. But they'll race to the line again, and the 10 is going to be your race leader. Wow, tough day for Casey Hoyt. Just it's an awful day for that 47 team. I mean, probably the first driver to ever go upside down twice in one race. Oh, Mitch Barrett was probably real angry about what happened the last caution. Just let his anger out on Zach Fitzwater and Casey Hoyt. He just let them know what he's feeling. And there goes the 47. Just goes upside down, spins around, and he is going to bring out the third caution of the day. I think it's a first. It is definitely, it's got to be a first. I mean, to have the same driver go upside down twice in one race, that's got to be a first. There were pit stops, and it looks like the 10 has to come to pit road, and so does Leia Walker. So they're going to have to come to the pits, and that's going to cycle to the lead to Connor Breton. And Isaiah Bernesh will start alongside him on the front row on this restart. There's Ronald Maravilla in the top 5 right now, and Garrett Albertson's currently in the top 5, and believe it or not, he is the first driver to go if we have a new winner today. So Albertson really needs the points in order to keep his playoff spot if there's going to be another new winner or two in the next race or two. Because if there's a new winner right now and results stand like as they are, Albertson will be the first race winner out of the playoffs. So he needs the points as the green flag waves, or back at it at the Glen. Better jump by Bernesh slightly, but I think Connor Breen's going to get him in turn 1. Stark contrast, by the way, to this race compared to Indianapolis, where we had not a single yellow in that race in the last race. But here we've already had 3 cautions in this race, and we might have more coming down into the S's. Going to be side by side of the S curves. Who's got the advantage? Bernesh. Look at the run he got on that corner on the exit, and now Bernesh leads. Isaiah Bernesh in front over Connor Breen and Ronald Maravilla. Maravilla is going in the second place. He's looking low. He's going to try to take the lead from Isaiah Bernesh. Does he have the push? Can he get the brakes? 78 outbrakes him. Oh, look at Dylan Ebrahimian. He has made his way to the top 5. What a run for that team. They are hoping for a victory. I'm pretty sure that even if Ebrahimian wins this race, he won't be eligible to make the playoffs since he didn't run in every race in the schedule. But still, they want to win. He wants this team to win. He wants to win and have all that. There's a spin in the S's. Oh, big crash here with Lataro involved. Everybody's spinning around. Leia Walker spinning with George Rourke, Casey Hoyt among the drivers involved, JP Lataro, they're all spinning in the curves. All of them spinning in the curves now brings out the caution. They'll race back to the line again, and this is the second time I think we've had a 2-lap green flag run in this race, and that's a rare to have a green flag run nowadays. My goodness, they're wrecking everywhere. Holy cow. Ibrahimian looks low. Can he get a position on Nathan Ormond? We'll see if they're gonna race back to the caution. He's trying to steal a position away from Ormond. Trying to clear him. It looks like 54 does clear him in time, as the 78 is your leader, heading to the caution flag once again. Fourth caution of the day, and we're not even at the halfway point. My goodness, it is a it's a completely different world compared to what happened at Indy. Wow. Anyway, back to green. There were pit stops under caution, and Bernesh able to keep the lead. And now the 54 Dylan Ibrahimian is going to start on the front row alongside him. Here we go to the green. And 54 is up and running. Wow, 54 was ready. He was totally ready to take that lead away, and he got it away from the 78 car. He was totally prepared to take the lead. He took it, and now Billy Bishop's going to try to take second from Bernesh. What a bad start for the 78 team. Now they've lost 2 positions on that restart. Might lose a third as Garrett Albertson goes to the bottom. No, it looks like 78 will stay in third place. But still, was not a good restart. It was not the restart he was hoping for to get back to racing. And now he's going to have to battle to stay in contention to win this race. Dylan Ibrahimian has taken the lead. We have seen him. One of the most underrated drivers. He started off as a part-time driver, as I mentioned. Now he's trying to work. He's trying to give this team a win. And I believe that even if he does win, like I said, he won't be in the playoffs. And the yellow flag just came out. They just wrecked out in the final corner, as Nathan Ormond has gone around. A huge crash. Oh, he gets right into the 77, and now they're crashing. Oh, man. Couple contenders taken out by the crashes here. It says 27 among the drivers, and I think both the walkers were involved there. Ooh, big crash there in the final corner, and they almost made it through cleanly, but didn't happen this time. And more drivers had to pit under caution, but it looks like Ibrahimian is going to retain the lead. Green flag is out, and now Nathan Ormond is out of the race, but Billy Bishop just got a better jump. There you go. 15 just went up and running, and he just took the lead from Dylan Ibrahimian. Whoa, that is just an amazing jump by the 15 car. Billy Bishop, I think, he won at Chicago earlier this season and won one other race. I think Atlanta he won also earlier this year. So he's looking at another victory this season in that number 15 entry. So Billy Bishop is going to see, we'll see if Billy Bishop will win 3 events this year. He would be like one of 2, will be only other driver to have 3 or more wins this season is Quentin Moore. So Quentin Moore might have a competitor in Billy Bishop. This could make the playoffs very interesting. Ibrahimian's just hanging on to second place, looking for an opportunity to make the pass again to retake the lead. Oh, cars are getting loose. I just saw a car almost getting loose there, but that ultimately they were able to save it. So now battle for position. Matthew Buss is trying to get by Billy's teammate. Oh, 18 loose. Oh, man, they almost crashed again. Oh, my goodness. The 18 of Aiden Bigelow almost went around. He got loose, but it was able to save it. Almost 3 wide now. Very close battling up in the middle of the pack. We just saw the 18 Aiden Bigelow nearly get turned around, but makes a great save. Is going to continue. Top 3 is pulled away. I don't know how that happened. I mean, the top 3 just pulled away from the entire field. I mean, now they're all battling for a win. Holy cow, the top 3 is pretty fast. As the side-by-side battle between Cassidy Reynolds and Quentin Moore. We talked about Quentin Moore earlier today. He has 4 wins this season, and Billy Bishop's going to try to join him with 3. If Billy Bishop can achieve the 3 wins this season. And he's in the lead right now. Side-by-side battle for, I believe, 6th. And this for Matt Gomes and James Richardson. See if they go side by side here. It looks like Richardson's gonna fight back up on the high side. 38 trying to clear him. Just can't quite clear him just yet. Here comes the 19. Trying to clear the number 6. And 38 just cleared him. Able to get by. So nice run there. Able to go side by side. Takes position away. 19 up into the front right now here at the Glen. At this point, probably the race would be over, but now the races are much longer than they were previously. But we're having a great weekend here at Watkins Glen International. A lot of fun going on with battles up, back, and forth between positions, all fighting to see who's going to get the points, who's going to pick up the big points here today, and who's going to get that win, more importantly. 15 continuing to lead right now. The 54 just can't seem to find a way around him. He might have a chance right here. Let's see. 54 might look low. No, he's going to stick with the 15 right now. Might try to find opportunity down the S-curves. Oh, 15 trying to shake off the 54. Can't quite shake him off just yet. Here comes the 54. He looks low. He's going to take a chance right here. He's going for the S's. Going to try to pass him down the S curves. Can he get the clearance? Into the grass. Can he try to clear the 15? Still with him. Here they go. Down the curves right here on the bottom. 15 able to hang on for now. What a run there by the 15. He needed that run to stay in the lead, and he was able to get there. But here comes the 54 again. He's going to try again. He's still trying to take the lead from the 15. He's got him. What a run there. He's got the lead. He has taken it from Billy Bishop. He is now in front once again. Ibrahimian has retaken the lead. 54 back in front. I'm sure Billy Bishop's going to try again. He's going to try to take it away again from the 54 team. Ibrahimian has been one of the best drivers in the series, although he started off as a part-time driver, but now has worked his way to a full-time ride, and he almost won at Auto Club, believe it or not, earlier this season. And so we saw the potential in Dylan Ibrahimian, and he's looking to get a win here in Watkins Glen. He's looking to add a win in the Glen. And if he does win, it would mean Albertson would be safe for now, as he probably won't be eligible to make the playoffs with a win, but at this point of the season. But Albertson, though, picking up the third place points and what he needed, how much points that he needed these points to catapult and be a little safe in terms of making the playoffs. Otherwise, he'd be the first one out if there's a new winner that's not the 54 team in this race. Ibrahimian right now, oh, he's pulling away a little bit. He has got a little bit of a bigger gap than the last lap with Billy Bishop. Now Bishop's going to have to battle with Albertson. Albertson is going for second place. Albertson bumping the 15, trying to go pull the bump and run on Billy Bishop. He's picking up the points again, but he wants another victory. If he gets another win, he will be guaranteed to make the playoffs. From almost getting knocked out because of a new winner to being guaranteed in. I'm sure that the 4-2 would want to get another victory here to keep himself safe into playoff contention. 2 wins there, that'll lock him in. Billy Bishop already has these 2 wins in the season, but he wants another victory before the playoffs begin. It's going to be a very chaotic next week at Daytona for sure, with all these drivers all fighting to win and get in. It's going to be a fun one. It's going to be a fun weekend for sure at Daytona next weekend. But for the Glen, is already fun right now. In 4th place, Allison Rain has kept 4th place away from Isaiah Bernesh and Matt Gomes. Gomes is on the bumper of Bernesh, but just can't seem to quite make the move to the top 5, as Matt Gomes is trying to win and get in as well. The other 3 are trying to win and get in. Allison Rain, Isaiah Bernesh, and Matt Gomes. And Hayden Stringer behind him, all winless this season. And it's shocking to see Hayden Stringer winless at this point. Then again, the last season, he didn't win till late in the season, and then he just went on a roll, winning 3 playoff events on his way to a championship. I mean, things can turn around in a few couple races, as last season has taught us. Never count out those underdogs. Now Stringer is gonna have to. Well, it looks like Stringer might get passed from his teammate Samet Ozkan. These both drivers, they're fighting to get a win. Just about 20 laps to go, and there's 11 car right now going for a top 10 spot, maybe top 5 spot I should say. 54 has built up a bit of a gap now, and we have a side-by-side battle going on in the S's. As the 21 car Robert Smith trying to get in the top 10 is battling with Cassie Reynolds and Quinn Moore. I mean, Quinn Moore has had a solid season. Out of nowhere, he's had 4 victories in the regular season, and next week the regular season finale, and Quinn's hoping to keep the momentum going into the playoffs, hoping to get a 5th win here in Watkins Glen. But if that doesn't happen, it will have to go to Daytona. But it's still a wild card race at Daytona, so anything goes at that track. Isaiah Bernesh, Matt Gomes battle for position. Bernesh is going to get the position away, and Matt Gomes battling with the 11. It looks like Gomes able to clear the 11 car out of the top, trying to get in the top 5. And battle for second here with Garrett Albertson and Billy Bishop. See if Albertson can clear the 15 up into the S-curves, as we have a caution out with less than 20 to go. How about that? And longest green flag run of the day, and we have a caution. Looks like there was a crash between Isaiah Perdomo, Ron Maravilla, and Leia Walker. And this will make things interesting. So there's going to be a restart. Oh, it'll be a lot of fun. Oh, boy. Oh, it looks like the 17 got hit by the 26 from behind, and then both collided and spin into the pit tire barriers, and a hard hit on both of them, but that's what brought the caution out. I'm sure Albertson is relieved to get second from Billy Bishop before the caution flew. And now looks like he's going to try to hang on to second on the restart, because he gets to be on the front row if he hangs on to the position. Looks like he will hang on to the position, and Garrett Albertson will get to start on the front row alongside Dylan Ebrahimian, unless if the pit stops say otherwise. Are all coming down to pit road for the second time, getting their fresh tires and fuel in. I believe... Oh, wow, a couple cars stayed out. How about that? A lot of cars stayed out, so this changes everything. I don't know if these cars stayed out or went to pit road earlier. I'm not sure, but Samet Ozkan is going to be the new race leader. What a turnaround. What a twist of events. And Quinn Moore gets to be on the front row. So it's possible that Quinn Moore can get his 5th win of the season here at Watkins Glen. It's possible at this point. Samet Ozkan hoping to get on the board with a victory himself, trying to win and get in the playoffs, and that would knock Albertson out of contention. Albertson would have to start behind a handful of cars, and it's not looking too good right now, so they all went on different strategies. This caution bunches up the field, and now it's going to be Samet Ozkan and Quentin Moore on the front row. Here we go. Pace car will come to the pits. Going to be an intense final couple laps here at Watkins Glen. And we'll hope you'll strap yourselves in for the ride, because it's going to be a good one. Here we go back to the green at the Glen. The 11 and 34 are going to lead the front row charge. And who's going to get the better jump? Here we go. 34 gets the jump. He gets there and takes the lead. 34 is now the leader. Oh, can he hang on? Ozkan was looking low, and 34 was able to clear him. Oh, a crash. Huge wreck with Daniel Coffey and George Rourke. They spin on the S's to bring out the caution. 34 car in the lead now over Sam and Oscon. And a battle for position with Luke Walker and Richard Morphy. 34 Ibrahimian is trying to work his way up the hard way. Trying to pass the 5 car Avi Sachs. Running on fresher tires. 54 is trying to get back into the lead. He's going to have to do it the hard way this time. 12 car Chris Leone stands in the way, and now 54 is now the 15 is battling with the 5 car. With a race back to the caution, 34 of Quentin Moore is going to be your leader. As we saw into turn 2, I think Daniel Coffey got together with George Rourke. And yeah, right here, it looks like the 47 just took them out. Oh yeah, 47 just let out his aggression on them. My goodness. Yeah, 47 was upside down twice today. He just lets his aggression out on those 2 drivers. Yeah, it's just been a bad day for the 47 overall, but he's going to try to continue the race. Leia Walker's out of the race and Isaac Perdomo as well. Both were involved in the last caution, and so both are out of this race. Here we go, back to the green. Is Quentin Moore, Samet Oscon going to be on the front row? Quentin Moore got the better jump on the outside, believe it or not, last time, and that's how he got the lead. And now we'll see if Moore can keep the momentum up, or will Samet Oscon get a better jump this time and get to the lead. It's a must-win for the 11 team to make the playoffs for the Joe Gibbs 11 Brigade. And Quentin Moore already has 4 wins. He's going for a 5th win. He's going for 5. The drive for 5 continues here at Watkins Glen. Here we go. It's Quentin Moore, Samet Oscon on the front row, back to the green flag. And there'll be 14 laps to go back at the Glen. Oscon, this time the 11 gets the jump. The 11 car in the lead now. He gets the jump. And now the 16 battles for second. 16 goes to the low line. Can he hang on? Still battling side by side with 34. Oh, there's a wreck behind them. 12 car around. The 12 spins. That's Chris Leone. Goes around. Yeah, Isaiah Bernesh, Chris Leone in the top 10. They went around. A little contact as Ibrahimian was the one that brought the contact in. Oh yeah, Ibrahimian just took out the 12. Wow. Now battle here, 3rd place. But Moore's going to hang on. And Richard Morphy's up to 4th. And Maxwell Smart's going for 5th. There's Luke Walker outside the top 10. Can he make a move here on the next restart? Here we go. 20 and 23 battled out side by side. See who's going to get the position right here between Breton and Maxwell Smart. It looks like the 20 car in Breton's going to hang on. 20 just hangs on. That is for 5th place. Back to the caution, and he hangs on to that 5th spot. Oh boy, it's going to be between Samet Oscon now and Quentin Moore in these final 11 laps at the Glen. I mean, the last restart, the restart before this, Quentin Moore got the jump, and the last restart, Samet Oscon got the jump. So now who's going to get the jump this time? The high side in both times have been the one with the better jumps, so Quentin Moore a bit of an advantage, but we'll see if he can get a better jump. We'll see if that will be the case again. There we go. Final 11 laps at Watkins Glen International. Going back to the green flag. Back at it again at the Glen. Oh, bad jump for Oscon and Quentin Moore away again. The 34 back in the lead. Here comes Maxwell Smart for 3rd. He'll take 3rd from Cassie Reynolds. Here comes Luke Walker. Luke Walker going for a top 5 finish. Leia out of the race. 1 car around. That is Allison Rain. She goes around. A huge crash in almost the same spot as the last one. Allison Rain just went around. She was hit from behind by James Richardson. and causes a crash. Couldn't hang on there as the yellow is out again. Another yellow here in this wreck-filled race at the Glen. And Quinn Moore leading the field. Quinn Moore trying to hang on over Sam and Oscon. There's Maxwell Smart third. Fourth is Cassie Reynolds, and fifth is Richard Morphy. So race back to the line. Moore's going to be your leader. Less than 10 laps to go at the Glen. We're going to get right onto it. Oh boy, this is going to be a fun restart once again. 8 laps to go when we get back to the green. Here we go. Pace car to pit road. Quinn Moore, Sam and Oscon. The high side has been the better one in the past couple restarts, but will it happen again for Samet? Green flag, back at it here at the Glen. This time, they're even. They're even this time. How about that? So Quinn Moore hanging on. He's going to go for the bottom. He's going to go for the race lead right here. Oh, that 18 is aggressive. He's going down low. 3-wide battle. Here's Oscon and Gomes battling side by side for 3 wide. Gomes and Bigelow still not giving up. 18 goes to the bottom. And there's Smart, Maxwell Smart in third spot. Can he take it from Cassie Reynolds? Yes, he can. He takes it away. Third spot. And the top 2 pull away. Here's Morphy down the bottom. He got past Luke Walker. He's looking to get past Cassie Reynolds. Here's Stringer. Hayden Stringer going for a top 5 spot here. We'll see if he can hang on. There's Darlin Ebrahimian working to get back in the top 10. Knows that the possibility of a win is now increasingly unlikely. But he's trying to get another better result. A good result for the team anyway. Stringer down the bottom. He takes 5th. And Stringer moves up a spot on Richard Morphy. Logan Nieto on the bottom of Connor Breton. He's going to try to pass him. The 8 car trying to get past. And he does. And Matt Gomes also trying to get past. And he makes the pass work. Oh, Bigelow a little loose there on Billy Bishop, but hangs on again. Not as bad as it was on the earlier race, but 18, my goodness, has had some very close calls today. It's been a very active day for the Joe Gibbs cars. My goodness, it's been a very active day. And the 54s were under the TRD name, but they've had a lot of they've been on a lot of headlines here today. Ebrahimian's just trying to go for a top 10 at this point, so or maybe even a top 5. That's still possible. 6 to go at Watkins Glen International. Quinn Moore in the lead. Oh, there's a car spinning. Logan Nieto, I think, might have gone around. I think the 8 car went around. Looks like he did. To bring out the caution. It's going to be interesting on this restart. Matt Gomes just took out the 8. Wow. My goodness, that was just some intense racing. They're all trying to pick up the points to get to the front and to the playoffs. My goodness, it's all coming down to this, folks. 3 laps to go here at the Glen. Here we go. This is for the race right here. 3 laps to go to decide it all. To decide who wins this race. It's between Quinn Moore and Samet Oscon. One of these drivers might be able to win this race. Final 3 laps. Strap yourselves in. About to go for a wild ride in these final 3 laps at the Glen. Who's going to take it here in the Finger Lakes region? Let's go. Green flag. 3 to go. Here we go. And look at the boost by Oscon. He got it from Stringer, his teammate. See if Moore has a fight in him. He's still trying to fight back. We'll see if Moore can get there. Won't get him. 11 hangs on. And all 3 of his teammates joining him. Oscon's teammates all in top 5. All of his 2 of his Oscon's teammates in the top 5 right now. Running pretty good for the team. Trying to hang on over Quinn Moore. Moore wants to win again. He wants another victory. But he's going to have to try to pass Sam and Oscon. Oscon trying to make the playoffs. Hayden Stringer, the defending champion, also trying to make the playoffs. We're going side by side. We're coming down to 2 laps to go. Oscon hanging on over Quinn Moore. Moore's got to make a move right now here at this point. Here we go. 2 to go at Watkins Glen for Sam and Oscon. Can he win and get in the playoffs? Caution has come out. This race is over. Right on time, the caution flies. And this race is now over. How about that? A caution, and it was by the 7 of Alexander Rowe. How fitting, and it ended under caution. Right on the wall. I don't know why they would pull out a caution for that, but it is what it is. So the 7 car brings the caution out, and this race is over. Looks like this race is over, and looks like Sam and Oscon will be your race winner. What an intense battle between him and Quinn Moore. Was able to hang on for the race win at the Glen. Wow, it looked like Quinn Moore there. He was going to get another victory in his hands, but ultimately that wasn't to be today. Sam and Oscon a turn away from victory here at the Glen. What a race it was, folks. It was an intensity. It was filled with intensity all throughout. Final corners. Here comes Sam and Oscon. He'll take the checkers under caution. Here he goes, and Sam and Oscon. He's going to win the Go Bowling at the Glen. Here in Watkins Glen and put himself into playoff contention. Checkers are out. Sam and Oscon is your winner. Now what a race it was, filled with cautions and wrecks and everything in between. And it was Sam and Oscon winning here at the Glen. And looking at the points live right now, Oscon is currently in the playoffs, as his win puts him in 28th in the point standings. He is able to outrun Zachary Fitzwater in the point standings, so now Zachary is in the danger zone if Sam doesn't have a bad day next week at Daytona. So if there's a new winner next week, Zachary Fitzwater would be out of the playoffs, and that new winner would be in. Mitch Barrier still with more points than any other driver without a race win this season. Aiden Bigelow, Robert Smith, Hayden Stringer in the top 20 in points, and also Quinn Porter, Maxwell Smart, Isaac Perdomo. They're in the top 20 in points, so they could actually bump out the 4 car out of the playoffs if one of them wins next week. Herrera is also could potentially bump out of a driver in the playoffs. So it's still a lot to play for. Oscon currently 28th in points. He's probably going to need a little bit more points for safety here, because it's possible that he might not make it with that one win. And Albertson could leapfrog back and could actually leapfrog over Fitzwater in points to get into the playoffs. Albertson 32nd in points, so he is 2 points below Rafael Maycock, currently in 30th. And he's 4 points back of Zachary Fitzwater. So Albertson is going to need a little bit of help in order to get into the playoffs and knock out Zachary Fitzwater. Maybe even Sam and Oscon too. But yeah, it's going to have to be. It's going to have to take like another race winner and then having him overtake both of them in points. And we'll see what happens, though. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to make Daytona so much more fun. For the regular season title currently, Casey Hoyt sits 6 points 6 points ahead of George Rourke. So Rourke can still win the regular season title if he gets by Casey Hoyt, 7 positions at least. And Richard Morphy, and they don't score any additional bonus points, by the way, with that. Richard Morphy is 9 points below, as well behind the leader. So he could also take the regular season title. And also Connor Breen is in contention, 19 points back. Billy Bishop would need a miracle in the top 4, having all the top 4 mess up, and then he would catapult his way to the regular season title. It's still possible for him to do it. And Matthew Buss, I think, is the only other in contention for the regular season titles, 36 points back of the points leader. And Mitch Berry, as I said, he's 11th in points. If he wins, he's in the playoffs. So a lot of pressure is on for the two to get that win, to catapult them into playoff contention, and to possibly knock out Zachary Fitzwater out of the playoffs contention. So a lot of the pressure is on. And also Garrett Albertson could still make his way up to top 30 in points, and he would have to get past Fitzwater in the points next week in order to be in if there's not another new winner here in the playoffs in the series. So here are the results here from the race at Watkins Glen. Samet Ozcan has taken the checkered flag, and now he's currently in the playoffs. He barely has safety in terms of the playoff field and could still be knocked out, but at least he has the win, and he's hoping to get some more points along with it to get himself back in contention. So for Ozcan, this is his 8th career win in the series, and he won 2 races last season. The season before that, he was a Cup champion with also 2 wins in the season. So we'll see if he can keep up the momentum and have himself another victory later on this year. Trying to keep the streak alive, but at least he has a win, though, this season, and is in contention for the playoffs. Next week, coming up, it's the regular season finale from Daytona. So it's all going to be decided. The playoff field will be decided in Daytona. You do not want to miss that next race. Until then, we will see you all later.